Hello everyone and welcome to Ballet Universe. We'll start with simple warm-up. Very gently and very aware, just breathing. Inhale, exhale. Again, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last time, again, inhale, exhale, shoulder rotations. There you go. We're gonna go for 8 of these. Awakening the shoulder girdle, softening the knees, feeling a little bit of warmth and freedom in the shoulders. Now I'm gonna reverse the direction, starting from the back to the front. From the back to the front. Another 6. Continue the breath fully aware. Stay in control of your knees. Let them be soft. Last 2. Last one. Now touch your shoulders and rotate your elbows. Now give me a little bit more of a thoracic spine work. So you see I'm curving and arching. I'm curving and arching. Another 2. And now reverse. 1 by 1. A little bit more active. There you go. Now you feel the warmth in your lower back already. Feel free to go ahead and twist further on towards the corner of your room. Last 2, last one, release. Place your feet away and let's go and just rotate the hips. There you go. Start small. Give me 4 to 6 of these and then start increasing for another 2 to 4. Feel free to pop. Feel free to then straighten up your hips. Last one and reverse the direction. Simply going to the other side. Already keep the amplitude a little bigger. There you go. Last 2. Last one. And centralize. We're gonna go and put the whole upper body down. Grab the floor, come up and arch. And again, come all the way down, soften the knees, grab the floor. Rise your back and arch. And again, release, drop down. Slowly come up and arch. Last time, all the way down. Exhale. Start lifting up. Arch, inhale, and now just straighten your spine and drop your head heavy down towards the ground. Bone by bone, bending, 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 reaching the ground and building a 4-leg stance. Going for the cat-cow, simply the nose and the tailbone up, and exhale, pushing the ground. Again, inhaling, nose and tailbone up. Exhaling down, pushing the belly button towards the ceiling. Last 2, again, inhale, expand the chest. Exhale. Last time, in and out. There you go. Come back into the neutral. And now let's go and tuck the toes behind us and build the down dog. Again, readjust yourself. And now we're going to go for the wave. Bending the knees, pushing into the plank, building a down dog. Bending the knees, pushing into the plank, building a down dog. Again, bended knees, plank, down dog, bended knees, plank, down dog. 2 more, continue the breath. Exhale into the plank, inhale into the down dog. Last one right here. Come up and now give me direct dip in to the plank. We're gonna go for 4, inhale, 3, inhale, 2, inhale, last one. Inhale, now give me the wave. Tuck your pelvis, then bone by bone. Come into a straight line into the plank. Bend your knees, push into down again. Tuck your pelvis, continue strengthening the spine until you reach the plank. Bend the knees and push up. And again, wave into the plank, bend the knees, push up, inhale. Last time, pelvis tucked in, bone by bone to the plank, and lift into the plank. There you go. Have an inhale for me. Have an exhale. Release your knees. and come into the sitting onto your heels for a little stretch of the upper body sideways, supporting one side onto the floor, bending the other one, reaching up and over, and repeating the same to the other side. One more time each side, just going a little bit deeper now, pointing to the lower corner of the room, activating each side of your spine, meaning the front, the back, and the lateral or the side of your spine. Now we're gonna go and continue down to the ground, simply changing the position and building it down onto the mat, laying onto the back. Now mainly we're going to push the ground with the shoulders, with the head, and with the palms. The feet are stable down, they are hip width apart. I'm gonna go tuck the pelvis and go and push up into the bridge. We're gonna inhale in here. With the exhale, slowly bone by bone, we will roll the spine down, down, down till neutral. And again, inhale. Take the pelvis and start pushing up. Nice and slow. Keep the flow. Keep pushing. Now stay up until your maximum inhale. Start exhaling and bringing your spine bone by bone down onto your mat. Again, release, inhale. With the exhale, tuck the pelvis in. Squeeze your butt cheeks and continue pushing up, 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 up onto your maximum. Again, inhale. Expand the chest with the exhale. Come slowly, fully controlled, bone by bone, down again into the neutral. And again, inhale, release. With the exhale, tuck the pelvis in and continue pushing up and up and up and up and up to your maximum. Again, inhale. With the exhale, start slowly filling the mat with each one of your vertebrae at the same time, pushing the chest low down, following the spine. Very last time, again, release, inhale. With the exhale, tuck the pelvis and push up. Nice and slow, up to your maximum. Again, inhale. And with the exhale, slowly again, neutral, come back. All right, we're gonna go on speed up for 8. We have push, we have a release. We have a push, we have a release. Bridge. Now you're gonna feel your butt cheeks burning. We're gonna go just for another 4 of these, all the way up to the maximum, release. Up to the maximum, release. Feel the big, the small toe and the heel. Feel the palms, keep it up and stay there. There you go. Now here, we're gonna start lifting the toes and then lifting the heels. Lifting the toes and then lifting the heels. Again, the toes and the heels. You're gonna feel your hamstrings, you're gonna feel your paw. Don't lower your hips. Now try to push them even a little bit higher. We just have another 8 of these changes. Continue the breath. We have just 6 of these changes. Continue pushing your hips up high. If you're getting too tired, then push the ground a little bit stronger with your palms, with your shoulders and the head. All right, last 4 for me. 3 for you. Very last 2. Continue the breath. Continue the push. Last one. Up. And again, slowly controlled inhale. With the exhale, start releasing bone by bone down to the ground. Now, I believe your paw is quite intensely cramped. Now, grab your knee, grab the other knee, and have a little release in here to let your gluteus, your hamstrings, and the whole posterior chain up to your lower back. Just rest for a second, right? All right, so here we're gonna go and change into the tabletop as we're already laying onto the back and the palms are down. We will have a very simple 90-degree bend into the hips, 90-degree bend into the knees, and we will simply start touching the ground with one foot and then with the other foot. All right, here we can simply just exhale every time we lower a leg down, right? So we're lowering and we're exhaling. We are pressing the core muscles down and together to the center of the body and towards the mat. And therefore, we're helping the lower back stay all the time down, supporting us. If you feel that your lower back is lifting off the ground, then you're gonna have to go and control it back. So make sure your pelvis is in the correct position and those vertebrae and muscles here are touching your mat. We have just another 16 of these. Continue exchanging, continue the breath. Now all you have to do is really place your full awareness into your breathing pattern, inhaling with the chest, and exhaling, pressing the core muscles down. All right, let's go for very last 4 of this. So we have a 4, we have a 3, we have a 2, we have a last one, and then we're gonna go and start extending alternately the legs to the upper corner of your room. Again, go ahead and exhale every time you extend one leg out. You have just last 8 of these into the parallel. 6. Make sure that you still have long legs, that your lower back is down, and then you're fully controlling the alignment of your knees. Last 4, last 3, last 2, last 1, and again, release those legs, embrace the knees for a second, have a breath in. Have a breath out, and we'll continue here emphasizing onto the paw. This time we will have the heels together and the knees apart. The knees are pointing to the upper corner of your room. Lower back is onto the mat. Shoulders, head, and palms are your support. Your feet are meeting each other, so they're facing each other, and you're stepping with the outer count of your feet onto your mat. Here we're gonna go press the feet into each other, into the mat, and then push the pelvis in, all right? We're gonna again inhale, and then simply come back down, bone by bone, all right? So make sure your knees are pointing either to the upper corners of your room or slightly lower towards the walls of your room. Okay, let's go. So inhale. Take the pelvis and start pushing up, 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 up to your maximum. Inhale. And again, slowly and fully controlled. Down, bone by bone. Release, and again, inhale. With the exhale, the pelvis start pushing up all the way to the maximum. Push the ground with your feet, inhale. And then slowly, bone by bone, keeping this place here fully flat. There you go. And again, inhale. Hug the pelvis and push, 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 push. Point as high as possible. Inhale again. With the exhale, slowly come back down. And again, release. Open up your knees a little bit more. Inhale. With the exhale, start building the bridge. You're gonna feel your paw burning. That's completely normal. Inhale again. With the exhale, start coming back down. We'll have just 3 more of these. Again, open up the knees a little bit further. Tap the pelvis and start building a bridge. Nice and slow. Again, inhale. Exhale, slowly, bone by bone, touching the mat with each one of your vertebrae. And again, inhale. With the exhale, tap the pelvis, start building a bridge. Come up, 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 up. Stay in there. Again, inhale. With the exhale, slowly create this wave with your spine on the way back. Again, open up those knees. Inhale with the exhale. This is our last time. all the way up. Again, inhale. With the exhale, start coming back down, squeezing the popple until the last moment. And release. All right, another embrace, another hug for our knees right here. I believe your pot is burning and the very deep rotators around your hip joints, but that's perfect. So that's our goal. All right, from here we will change the position and simply work sideways. So make sure you're comfortable down to your mat. You're laying on one side, you have your palm down, right? Your ribs are down, your hips, your knees, and your feet, and you are basically using this for support. You are not trying not to lean backwards or to tingle-wingle your pelvis. No, like staying stable. We're working with the core, and we're gonna start just simply lifting this knee. Now, make sure you first of all feel the floor with your palms. Now start already realizing where your ribs are, where your hips are, also the knees and the feet. Your feet down there can be pointed or flexed as you wish. Now try and start already incorporating a little bit more your breathing pattern. So we're exhaling every time the leg is out. Last 4, 3, 2, last one. Now we're gonna go start lifting the whole leg off the ground. There you go, keeping the full line from the foot through the knee, all the way to the hip. We're trying not to open and lift, but just to lift, while the knee is still pointing to the front. We have here just another 6. Last 4, start already to feel the control in your pelvis. If it's still not fully controlled and stabilized, you have last 2, last one to stabilize it. All right, now we're gonna go lift the leg, point to the front, and bend the knee and point down. We have bended knee, point to the front, bended knee, point down. Let's breathe. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, continue. We have 4, 3. Now try to keep the leg onto the hip level, not lower, not higher. Last 2, last 1. Now we're gonna point to the front, flex the foot, draw a line. Point to the front, flex the foot, draw a line. Again, front, fully flexed, push, and come back to the point. Flex, imagine that there's energy line running through the heel of your working leg. We have last 2 right here, last one right here, in reverse. Bend the knee, point. Again, point. Here you're gonna have to apply a little bit more force for yourself to keep stable and to avoid all wheels in the pelvis and the upper body. We're gonna go for last 4, 3, 2, last one, and we're gonna keep it down. I'm gonna just bounce. Now just tap the floor with your toes, keeping the knee fully straight. The foot is still parallel. We're not working in a turnout, we're working in a parallel. So continue tapping the floor. Equalize your breath. Now change the accent, pointing or just tipping up towards the ceiling. We have last 8, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna go change the position now and point our leg to the front and touch the ground for 4, for 3, for 2, for last one. We're gonna bend the knees and we adjust the position. Now our knees will be in a straight line all the way up to the head, all right? Here we will give a little kiss with our feet to our knee. I'm gonna simply start with closing the knee and then opening it up again. What we want to do here is to avoid this position and then closing. We want to lay onto the side of the hips, right? Not onto the butt. Continue for 8 of these, nice and easy. Controlling the breath, controlling the direction of your knee. Now you're gonna control also the intensity with which you squeeze your butt, because this is very important. We have last 3, last 2, Last one. Now here we're gonna simply detach the toes and come back. Detach the toes and come back. And again, we don't want to create this motion. We want to just stay stable and perfectly aligned with the hips. Continue bringing that knee up to your shoulder. I've last 8 right here. Continue the breath. Continue the control. You're gonna feel your hips burning, your hip flexors, the internal muscles over there. We're gonna go just for last 3, last 2, last one. And simply we're gonna keep the knee here for the next step and just extend, extend, extend. With every extend, try to reach a little bit higher up towards the ceiling. Out and full extension, which is gonna go for 8. Keep the pelvis, keep the hips. Last 6 and last 4, 3, 2, maximum up. Squeeze your butt and now give me little bounces here. Pointing with your foot all the way over and as much lower over your head. Last 8, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2. Last one. And let's just release this leg and let it rest. All right. Feel free to have the rest right here, either with your the support of your supporting leg right now, building the floor, grabbing the knee, or just grabbing your leg and keeping it there nearby your hips or nearby your chest, whatever helps you release the glutes muscles. We'll simply now change the direction and come all the way to the other side and continue here. There you go. Again, the whole side is down on the ground, the knees are slightly in front of us. We'll simply starting with opening the working leg. There you go. Every time we open that leg, we squeeze the popo a little bit harder and a little bit harder, activating that gluteus muscle. Now start already to realize that your arm, your shoulder, your ribs, your hips, your knee, and your foot are your support. And you want to stabilize this area here and maybe compare if this side is maybe harder, if it's maybe easier, if it feels uncomfortable, if it feels lighter. We have just last 4, 3, 2, last one. Now let's go for the next step and simply start opening that leg up and down. Still, make sure your knee is pointing to the front and not up. We do not want to this opening. We want to keep the perfect parallel position for as long as possible. The 8 next repetitions finish. We have 6 of these. We have 4 of these. All right, let's go just for 3, 2, last one. Now let's go and change, pointing to the front with the leg, bending the knee, and then pointing down. Again, bending, pointing to the front, and then again, bending, pointing down. Now make sure you exhale on the front and inhale on the way down. If you feel a wiggle in your hips, continue stabilizing them, fighting with the instability. You're in full control now. Keep your leg onto the hip level. Last 3, last 2, last 1. And now let's go extend, flex, and draw a full line. Again, bend, extend, flex, draw a full line. Again, feel that energy coming out through your heel. Keep the pelvis at the same time into the correct position. And let's incorporate breathing for last 4. Exhale. Last 3. Last 2. Last one. Reverse all the way to the front. Bend, extend, flex. Front, bend, extend. And again, bend, extend. And again, bend, extend. And again, last 4, 3. There you go. Keep the stability. 2. Very last push right here. Now we're gonna point down and just simply tap the ground. There you go. My knee is fully extended. Make sure that your knee is also fully extended. that is not turned out, not a millimeter. Keep it turned in or in a rather parallel position. Continue tapping the ground. Continue regulating the breath. And now let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1, and change. Then the accent where we are tapping basically the ceiling. So your foot is slightly above the level of your hip. There you go. Inhale. Let's go for 8, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees and get ready to extend your leg to the front. Front, and give me 4 taps. Low down, push. Low down, push. Use your palms for support. Lower down, push. Very last one. Low down, push. Collect your knees. Readjust the position. Straight line from the knees up to the top of your head. Give a little kiss to your lower knee with your toes and start closing and opening. Closing and opening. Again, low down, up high. Low down, up high. Now feel your hips on the floor. If you do not feel the hips on the floor and you are with your pelvis tilted, then you're not doing a good job. Make sure that you're laying onto your side, that you are really making sure your butt is working, and you're lowering and opening your upper knee for another 4, 3, squeeze, 2, squeeze even harder, last one, squeeze even more, and start now detaching and coming back down. Detaching, giving another kiss to your knee again, up. Now I know this one can be a little bit trickier because every time you bring your knee up high, you will feel that you want to do this movement, but please don't keep that side down, fully stable, concrete, placed onto your mat. Let's go for another 6 of these. Easy, come a little bit higher now with your knee. Give me just last 3, last 2, last one. Keep it here and start extending, extending, extending. Now your hips are not moving, your butt is squeezed, your pelvis is really into a full control. You're still breathing. Now you're coming a little bit higher for the last 4, 3, a little bit higher, a little bit higher. Keep it here. Now give me the little pulses. Your goal is to really use your lower knee to push the ground, to have your supporting butt cheek active, and to keep the breath equal. We have just last 8, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, last one, and release. Let's go and turn onto the upper backs and have a little rest for that leg. Again, either embracing the knee down to the chest or building the 4 to have a full option and full possibility to give a rest to those muscles that have been working until now. Whichever stretch you choose, have a breath in, have a breath out, and determine it right here. And then change your position simply. Supporting yourself onto your elbows. The elbows are right underneath your shoulders. And you are having your pelvis down on the ground, and you are having your knees bended, pointing up. Now open them to the corners of the studio or the room, having your feet pointed, and simply keep your lower back up high, active, right? So we're gonna go lift the leg up and bring it down. Then gonna bring the other one up and bring it down. All right, we have just very simple movement right here, nothing complicated yet. Bringing those knees up to the shoulders or as high as possible without letting the lower back and the hips sink. So you see, I am opposing. So exhale. There you go. The chest is still open. The legs are still long. You're not tired yet. It's still too easy. We're gonna go for 8. We'll have another 6. We'll have another 4. 2. And now give me the same lift with extension. Up, bend, come back. Up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. Again, knee to the shoulder, keeping the under and extending the leg with this under, right? Here we're gonna feel a little pull onto the hamstrings every time we extend that leg. But that's totally normal. We have last 4 of these. Exhale, stay in control of your lower back. Last 2, all the way up. And very last one, all the way down. Now we're gonna go and bring both of our legs up and over the floor, and we will extend one and then the other. We'll have one and then the other. There you go, nice and easy, keeping this part here still very stable. This is the goal here, not to let the lower back sink. Now try and go with flex at the end of the extension. So you attract a little bit more work with your legs. You're gonna feel your hip flexors, you're gonna feel your psoas, you're gonna feel your abdominals working. You still have quite a lot of support from your elbows. Let's go for very last 4, 3, 2, last one. And now let's close the knees and place the feet down and have a tiny little rest. Okay. Have an inhale, have an exhale. For the next exercise, we will continue down onto the ground. Having one knee bended, having the other knee extended. We will start into a parallel position with our foot pointed. So we have the foot pointed, we create a flex, we come up into 45, we point, we flex, we come up to 90, we point, we flex, we turn out, then we bring the whole line down. Again, point, turn in, again, flex, up, point, flex, again up, point, flex, turn out and bring the whole line down. Now whatever you do, continue in this flow. Imagine that you have this energy floating out of your heel through the whole length of your leg. And continue the full elongation through there. Again, push through the heel, bring it up, point, flex, bring it up, point, flex, turn out, and bring the whole line down. Now, as we are pointing and flexing, you see how I'm elongating the whole leg. This motion of elongating, you want it to be there. You want it to exist. You want to keep it as long as possible and as precise as possible right there. We have last 2 of these, okay? So point, flex, elongate, keep the core down, and again up, flex, flex, turn out, bring it down. Last time for me. Again, flex, elongate, keep the line there, come up, point, and again point, and again bring the whole line low down for you to exchange your legs. Good, starting with the foot pointed, we have a flex, we elongate, we keep the core and the lower back down, we bring it up to 45, flex. Again, 90, point, flex, turn out, and bring the whole line down. Point, turn in, and again, flex, elongate, bring it up, point, flex, bring it up, point, flex, turn out, and bring the whole line down to exit position. Again, elongate with the flex, bring it up, keeping the lower back and the core low down. We want to stay in control of this part here because it's very important for later on when we have to stand up. Now continue again with the flex, elongate, bring it up, point, and bring it up, point, flex, keep the arm or until the very last moment with your knee fully extended to the exit position. And again, up, point, point, turn out. See, I'm still incorporating breathing. Last 2, flex, bring it up, Again, flex, keep the line, keep the knee extension to the exit position. Let's go up, up, flex, turn out, keep it there, and again, bring a coffee cup onto your heel. Give me just one more of these. Flex, up, flex, up. Last flex, you're gonna feel your shin muscle already burning or cramping, but that's perfectly fine. Come back to the exit position and let your leg rest. Now the other one is gonna work. The other leg is gonna calm down. We will start into a turnout position. We will flex, and then we will start simply rising. Like first of all, extending the leg through the heel, rising it up. Then we're gonna have a point, turning, down, flex, point, down, flex, turn out. Elongate, bring it up. Let's go for point, turn in, point, flex, point, then down, flex, point, then down, flex, turn out. Elongate, bring it up, point, turn in, flex, point, down, flex, point, down. And let's go and turn it out with a flex, elongate, bring it all the way up, point, turn in, flex, point, down, flex, point, down, turn it out with a flex, elongate, bring it up, point, turn in, flex, point, down, flex, point, down, turn it out with a flex, elongate, bring it all the way up. Now continue controlling fully your lower back. Continue breathing, very important. Don't just concentrate onto the alignment and the turnout and the steps. Most of all, allow enough oxygen intake throughout every exercise, as the oxygen keeps us fully active and aware of what's happening. Very last time, we're gonna go and bring the leg down into the exit position. And then we're gonna change. Starting with the other one. Again, turn out, flex, elongate, bring it all the way up. Now make sure that you monitor how you feel on this side. Is this side harder? Is it easier to keep this leg turned out? Is it a little bit easier, a little bit harder to keep the full control of this elongation, where we need to find the full alignment and the enlightenment of the leg. So go ahead and monitor while you're still keeping your breathing pattern fully active. Again, keep the lower back down. Let's elongate, let's bring the leg up nice and long with the point. Then we have a flex point, 45, flex point, down, turn out, elongate, push through the heel, bring it up. And then continue like this for another 2 repetitions. There you go. Exit position, flex, push, bring it all the way up, point, turn in, flex, point, lower, flex, point, keep this elongation, bring it down, turn out, elongate, bring it up very last time, point, turn, flex, point, down, flex, point, down, into the exit position, and come back with both knees bended. Great. Now we're gonna go and work with one more exercise for our backs and glutes and hamstrings. Simply laying down to the ground, placing the forehead onto the forearms, onto the palms. We have our legs into a parallel position, fully extended knees. We simply rise one leg up and bring it down for 8 times. At the same time, regulating the shoulders, keeping them away from the ears. Keeping the breath going, fully active, and then elongating the spine, creating a full line from the top of the head down to the tailbone. Let's go and simply change the side up. Keeping the legs still fully parallel. Staying in full control of the upper body while the lower body is performing this sequence. Give me last 2. Last one. Now let's go ahead and turn out. You have a full turnout. Have your knees and your heels together and you continue for another 8. There you go. It's gonna feel a little bit different. You're gonna have to keep the knees fully straight. Let's go for 4. Let's go for 3. Let's go for 2. Let's go for last one. And let's simply change. Continue keeping that straight line into the upper body with the shoulders away from the ears. Your knees fully extended. There you go. Give me last 4. Last 3 into the turnout. Last 2. Last 1. All right, we're gonna go now and create the butterfly, keeping the knees away and the feet together or the toes together. And here we're gonna come up onto our elbows. There you go. Now, make sure to inhale. And as you are here, you want to go ahead and push the ground, come a little bit higher, keeping the feet low down, and then lower the elbows. And again, inhale. With the exhale, push up, look to the ceiling. With an inhale, come back. And again, inhale. With an exhale, push. And coming in all the way down. Give me another 2. Continue breathing, push. Come back down. Very last of these arches. Point up to the ceiling with your chest. Release down. And now let's bring the upper body down to the ground and continue into the attitude. We have this lift right here with one leg, keeping the attitude as up on the oar as possible and exchanging to the other side, bringing it up. And again, keeping that knee pointing as much possible out, keeping the direction, and then alternating. There you go. Now you're gonna feel how much a difference you have into the control of both of your legs. If they feel the same, if it's harder on one side to keep the under or in comparison with the other side. For me, for example, it's a little bit harder to keep the under or on this side. I'm fighting it. We're gonna go for another 4. Nice and easy down. 3. Nice and easy down. 2. Last one. And come back down. And now we're gonna go bring the knees together, push the ground, and sit under our heels and find ourselves into the stretch with the head onto the mat and finish up this sequence right here.